The Washington Nationals cleaned house. By the time that the trade deadline had passed at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, the Washington Nationals had traded away multiple players, including Max Scherzer, Trea Turner, Brad Hand, Jon Gomes, Daniel Hudson, Kyle Schwarber, Josh Harrison, Jon Lester. It was a fire sale of epic proportions in D.C., in the nation's capital. The Nationals did receive a bonanza of prospects in return that will hopefully build the foundation for what will be another, hopefully, championship run. At least that is the hopes of GM Mike Rizzo and the hopes of National fans everywhere, at least. Rizzo actually said today that yesterday was probably as tough a day as I've had as general manager. The good thing about this group, he says, is that we've got everything out of this group that we could possibly get out. And I think for the most part that's true. But Simon, you and I, we're both Nats fans. We were there for the ring. We were there for everything. What do you think? Was this the right move for the Washington Nationals to make at this time?
Sadly, I agree with the general manager here on trading away some of our key talent. I don't like where they traded them to. I mean, we gave away two of our best players to the damn Dodgers, man. Like, come on, man. How much more help can they possibly get? Now they have Max Scherzer, who's on the coattails of his career, still a Cy Young candidate. We're getting rid of Trea Turner, who was our speedster. We're talking about a guy who used to go out there and steal probably half the bases our team would get alone in that stolen base category. So we are going to drop in a couple of categories, but honestly, it was the right move to make. I don't think it's our fault necessarily. I think it's 100% COVID. I mean, you're talking about a team that came off a 2019 run in which they grinded for that one, and turn around the next 2 years and they're just completely trash. Like we're talking about baseball. You know, we all know we have our up and down. I am going to miss Max Scherzer and his different colored eyes showing up on the national screen when he's pitching and it's an 0-2 count and he's ahead. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss screaming out Trey. I'm going to miss Schwarber. That was a sleeper. I did not think we were going to get rid of that man, considering the month he had. What month was it? Was it June, July?
It was June into July. He almost single-handedly. Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing. We were in the bottom of the division. We were decent. But then, we went on a run there with Schwarber when he was hitting it was like 17 home runs in 15 games. He was going insane. And we ended up actually almost, I think we were like 2 or 3 games behind the Mets at one point for first place. Then Schwarber got injured. That's what happened. He got injured. The season fell apart. And I think at that point, Rizzo and everyone else kind of realized that, maybe for the future of the franchise, maybe we're not going to get it. Like, we're not going to. Here's the thing. Even if we had gone to the playoffs this year, are we a serious contender? I don't think we're a strong one. No, we're not. And that's fine. We can say that. But I think making this move right now was the best thing for the Nats to do because you need a rebuild. You have someone like Juan Soto. You have someone like Juan Soto to build this franchise around. When Juan Soto reaches his prime in 2-3 years, you want to have some new, fresh faces that are also entering their prime or playing great. By the time Juan Soto enters his real prime, a lot Scherzer is probably going to be on the decline. Strasburg is going to be on the decline. Hudson, all these players that we love, that I still love, are going to be on the decline. Trea Turner is going to be gone anyway, so you might as well get what you can for him. So there's a lot of reasons to probably make this trade, and Juan Soto is the main reason. You want to surround him with great prospects, and the Nationals have a great farm system. They've proven this time and time again. So I think we're going to end up being fine. We got some great prospects from the Dodgers especially. We got a big haul in prospects from the Dodgers. I think that we're going to be okay. It's going to be 2 years of honestly pretty bad baseball. That's just the truth. A year at least of terrible baseball. While these people develop, while we maybe sign a free agent or two, wait for Strasburg to see what happens with him because he's also been on his 2 years off, 1 year on of being injured and not. But it was the right move to make and it hopefully will pay off in the long run because the team wasn't going to win a championship the way it was constructed. They got everything out of it that they could. The fact that we got a championship out of this is insane. And I think, look, if you're a Nats fan, right? If you're a Nats fan and you're upset by this, which naturally you should be. I love, like Daniel Hudson is going to be a folk hero in the district forever because he was the guy. The last strikeout in the World Series to finally clinch that in the Game 7 on the road, Daniel Hudson was the guy. Big love to Huddy. Big love to Schwarber. Big love to Jon Gomes. Very unsung hero for the past few years. Trea Turner, Max Scherzer, the like. Big shout out to all of them. But the fact of the matter is we won the championship, the World Series, because everyone got hot at the same time. And it doesn't happen too often, and it probably was not going to happen in the same way ever again. We caught lightning in a bottle, and you know what? The Nats, they did the most with that lightning in that bottle that they could, and we got that ring. So Nats fans, hang your hats on that. Let's build for the future. We have Juan Soto. Juan Soto is going to be I'm almost done, an MVP level guy in a few years, and if we surround him with enough young talent, using these hauls, using some picks in the future, we're going to be just fine.
I also think as National fans, we were a little bit spoiled. I mean, this is a team that came together in 2000 in the 04-05 season. This is a team that hasn't even been in the district for 20 years, and we already have a world championship under our belt. It was time to rebuild as we get towards, as our team, progresses in age and everything, like not to mention, what is Zimmerman, like 50 years old now? That cat is old.
36.
Like
36.
It's time to move on. It's time to move on, and it's time to turn a chapter here. I mean, I don't think we're gonna have 100-year, drought like those boys over there in Chicago. But I definitely think 5 years from now, give or take. I mean, people forget the Nationals have one of the strongest minor leagues farm systems in baseball. Like we just have them. We have them all. So I'm excited to see who we call up from AAA. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been paying attention to our AAA this year, but I'm excited to see what we call up because Omer, Rizzo's got something in his pocket. He's got something planned. He's not gonna leave us Nationals fans hanging here.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.